This video will be looking at the HSC syllabus, the 9.1 to 9.3, the core topics. The purpose of this video is to identify the information that has already been presented to you via this syllabus that you can use directly in an HSC exam. Let's go. Topic 1. Okay. This. Why do you need to function as a team? And what happens if the team doesn't function properly? All right. We haven't seen a question that often, but there has been a question before. Now, here are something very important, okay? A requirements report includes these things. All right, requirements report include these things. And a requirement prototype, it is a working model of an information system built in order to understand the requirements of the system. And here are the three characteristics of a requirements prototype. So if I am the examiner, I will be easily creating two multiple choice questions. Number 1, which one of the following is not part of a requirements report? Bang, 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 and give you something else. Bang, 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 give you that. Okay? And which one of the following is not part of a requirements prototype? I'll use these three. All right, so just be careful the difference between a requirements report and requirements prototype. It's a working model of the information system, both designed to understand the requirements of the system, right? But this one is not. This one's understand the purpose of the system, existing system, define extra requirements. Now, obviously, feasibility studies, TOS, technical, operational, economical, and scheduling, right? You need to know those 4. And a funny thing is there's a prototyping. Okay, what is a prototyping approach? And there's more information about a requirements prototype. A report. Okay, so these are the things that you can all use directly in a exam. All right, let's move on. Designing. Okay. Why do you need to use these tools? These are the reason. Okay. These are the reason. And the participant development. What does that involve? These are all the things that you can directly use in the exam. Now, all this are, pretty important. There's always going to be a question regarding methods of conversion. Okay, testing data. Whenever you ask a system needs to be tested, you talk about these 3 things. Volume testing, simulated testing, and live testing. Why it is useful. Databases, chapter 2. Characteristics of an information system. All right, that's what it is. Here, I think what you need to be careful with is, remember, computer-based methods of organizing, including these 3 things. Hypermedia is also one. Normally we talk about these 2, but a lot of people forget about the hypermedia. Okay, now, data dictionary. It's been given here. You must provide an example. You must use this one. let's move on. Yeah, query by example, just sometimes QBE. Basically, any search bar. If I do a search, Control F, and I search information, right? Am I typing any SQL? No, I am not. But I am actually doing a query. So what does that mean? I'm actually providing an example. So this is like query by example. Okay. Now let's move on. I'll spend another. After this, we'll look at the specs document. This graph, extremely important. Extremely important. All right. Yeah, you should have learned all of these things already by now. Look, these things. All right. Please. There has been question like this before, asking, okay, I think it was 5 or 6 mark question. Can you provide protocol examples for each of the level? For each of the level. So remember which level is at which protocol is at which level. And have an example in your bag somewhere so you remember. Error checking methods. Nothing else other than these 3 in communication systems. That network admin tasks, sometimes they give you a multiple choice. All right, these are the things that you need to remember. And that's basically it. Before we move on to, let's look at the specs document. Yeah, the specs document has been there, but few things. There it is. That's the HSC part of it. All right. There's few things I want to quickly talk about it. So these things, you can always find these things are important. Make sure you understand this. I'll put them in red. Voice over IP. It's a messaging system. Examples of communication systems. And wireless transmission. A lot of people talk about satellite, microwave, and all that. You need to realize here, 3G. Now these days we have even 4G and 5G, etc. Okay, so make sure when you give one example for wireless transmission, please don't forget about that. Okay. Now, examples of these things, wireless access points. Okay, this is all important as well. What are the hardware components that you can use? All right, I'll stop here, and then I'll see you in the next video for optional topics.